Hey there. So my name is Callie LeMoyne, and I want to share with you one of my dear friends, Miss Dusti. And she has been experimenting with different oil protocols and different supplements to support hormone health and wellness. And she's had some great results. So I just wanted to bring her on here and ask her a few questions about what were the issues she was dealing with and what she found to help support that naturally with doTERRA essential oils and products. So Dusti, welcome. Thanks for hopping on.
Well, thank you. Hi, everybody. My name's Dusti. And I'm just going to help Callie here.
Yeah.
First start with questions and we'll go from there.
Yes, I'm excited because I've learned a lot from you on your own journey and what you've shared with me. So I'm excited that we can share this with everybody and what you found to work for you. So if you're comfortable with sharing, like what hormonal issues were affecting your wellness in your day-to-day life?
Right. So everything was going pretty good. I turned 50 in July, and really about that time, I started having a lot of hormone issues. I was having the sleep disturbances, you get the weight gain or I guess it wasn't weight gain, but I couldn't lose any weight. It was really hard to maintain. I was, brain foggy, groggy all the time. But the big thing for me, the fatigue was horrible too. The fatigue was really rough. But then I was diagnosed with, it's called atrophic vaginitis. And so that one was really, really difficult for me to take and even find a solution for a treatment. I had gone to 3 different doctors, went through a bunch of testing, and finally the 3rd doctor diagnosed it. And I did take some bioidentical hormone therapy replacement. Technically it's supposed to be safer than the synthetic kind. And it did. That helped me clear up, the atrophic vaginitis. But then during that whole time, I just started, doing more online. And of course, Callie's had me with essential oils for about the last 3 years. And I really started delving in a lot more, trying to find out more natural solutions, because I did not want to take, it was called estradiol, or it is called estradiol, and I did not want to take that all the time. And that's not internally, I was taking it, you actually, insert it. So it's not as systemic as taking it orally, but it still has some low risks with it, as far as a hormone therapy replacement.
But not super convenient.
Super convenient.
Yeah, inconvenient to apply and do. And
yes, that's what I meant. Inconvenient. Yes.
Yeah.
And but it helped. It kind of got me back on track a little bit. And that's when I started, listening to all these different podcasts and just really researching. And that's when I ran across Dr. Maritza Snyder, who is, she's a, big proponent of hormone health for women, a big doTERRA advocate. And I've read her book, which Callie gave me. Thank you, Callie.
Yes.
And just her website alone is a phenomenal amounts of information from all these other doctors and professionals that gave me a better idea how to treat all this hormonal stuff, get naturally and get back into balance.
Yeah, awesome. She is amazing. I've seen her speak on stage a couple different times at doTERRA conferences, and her wealth of knowledge and just her own personal journey that she shares on how she found like her zone of genius in helping women with their hormones, and the free content that she shares is incredible. Like you said, through her website, and you mentioned that you just attended one of her free webinars on thyroid.
Mhm.
she's awesome, and I highly recommend the book. It's packed full of all sorts of content of diet and blends. It's just awesome, because I think sometimes we're not quite sure, like we have some of these oils and then we're like, well, what goes well with what? And then it can be a little bit overwhelming. So then we don't use them.
Yes. And she just has so much research involved in her books, and it just gives you that whole. I'm a scientific type of person where I like to see the research, and so that really was very informative for me too in helping make decisions. Is just reading that book. It's an incredible book, and she's coming
Yeah.
out with a new one too. I think in March. So and
Oh,
it'll start same thing, hormone imbalance, thyroid formation. So
oh wow. I wasn't aware. That's awesome.
yeah, excited to get that one going.
Yes. Well, thank you for sharing your personal, I know a very personal
Yeah.
journey that you've been on the last 6 months or so. And just so, like, you're going to help a lot of people. So I just want to thank you for being so vulnerable and sharing. So what doTERRA products did you find to help support your hormonal issues that you're suffering with?
Right. After listening to Dr. Maritza, and I took a couple of her master classes on hormones, and she totally goes with the supplements first of all instead of the essential oils. So her main focus is a lot of supplements in the beginning. And so doTERRA actually has the women's blend, which she recommends, and that's the phytoestrogens, the bone nutrient, and my favorite is Claricalm roll-on. And I don't have those to show you right now in front of me.
Oh, yeah, we can share. Yeah, we could add. I don't have them right off the hand, but yeah, you can get them as a bundled kit. Oh yeah, you have those two, and then the roller.
Which is a Claricalm, which is not even close to me right now.
That's fine. But yeah, so you can get those you can buy them in a pack of 3 and at a huge savings.
Yes, it's called the Women's Health Kit on doTERRA. The other thing I added in the beginning, because I was so fatigued until I started getting things back into balance, I was literally waking up, like 2:15 every morning, not being able to fall back to sleep till 3 o'clock. It was very fatiguing, really annoying, and it just kind of ruins the rest of your day.
That interrupted sleep is terrible.
Yes.
Terrible.
And of course, I wasn't having full-blown hot flashes, but I was hot near to the point where I was going to sweat. And so then, I'm throwing covers off on top of everything. And yeah, it's very uncomfortable for your whole body and to function the next day okay. And so with the fatigue, I did add the Max. And I took that really regularly, probably up to about 2 months ago. I felt like it took, a good 3 months to get that stuff kind of balanced out. So, it was some time, but it was totally worth it. I won't live without the stuff right now. And I'm not taking any prescription medications right now. So right now I am totally taking all natural doTERRA supplements.
Oh, that's awesome. I love the Max as well. So that those of you that don't know what that is, it's a natural energy supplement they have. It also supports metabolism. So yes. That it's great. I take that every morning as well. And I've noticed for myself with it is because there's a couple times I like forget to take it, because I try to take it first thing with a Terrazyme on an empty stomach, and sometimes I forget and whatever. But I'm a lot happier. I feel a lot more happy as the day goes on. I notice when I take it. So there's some happy juice in there too, I think.
Right. And then and times during the weeks and stuff, I'll fluctuate, and then I'll get really back on it, and it just kind of depends.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, I'm not I don't care to take a lot of pills, but this has been worth every pill taking opportunity I've had.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. So could you give us just a little example of like what your day looked like with taking the supplements? Did you take them all in the morning? And then kind of like just your kind of protocol regimen.
Right. So in the beginning, I took just like the bottles described. Take, your bone nutrient and your phytoestrogen in the morning. Max obviously in the morning, because if you take it in the afternoon, you could stay awake for quite a while. It is, it can be that stimulating in a good way. It's not hyper at all. It doesn't make you feel hyper, but it could make you not quite as tired at the evening if you take it later in the day. So yes, phytoestrogen's definitely in the morning, in the evening, the Max in the morning. And then of course, it's taken me a long time to get on the lifelong Viality pack. And Callie's been on me for eons about this. And I'm just like, ugh. And so, yes, I had some older bottles and I started taking them again. I just ordered a new monthly. So, they've been great too. And really, I've only been on those for a good 2 weeks. I'm afraid not to take them. How's that?
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. So the Lifelong Vitality Pack, the foundation that every single person should take. And it is a lot of pills, but like Dr. Hill, the formulator, chief medical officer, one of the founders of doTERRA, he creates like head scientist of all the blends and the supplements. He goes, I didn't create them just to create them. And I know it's a lot of pills, but isn't it better than the alternative? And so really being proactive with our health by giving ourselves the nutrition that we need with it, that we're not getting from our foods, that you can't even get from the food anymore, our omegas. And then you have the alpha CRS, which helps with the inflammation that we all have, whether we know it or not, just from outside environment. So they are key. And then the oils then can go in and help our body heal. So I love that you're now taking them. I was going to ask you how
taking them, and I'm not going to complain.
Yeah. So I will say though, if you are on those, I've missed like a couple days before, kind of like at the end of the month, and we were able to overlap our stash for as we go, because my Carson and Tanner, we all take them. But there were 2 months that we ran out towards the end of the month, and so we just went without. And I noticed my sleep was not. I was waking up. I wasn't just getting that rest that I had been while I was taking the supplements. So yeah, I think they're total life changers, and they're 30-day money back guarantee. So if you don't see any difference, you can send your empty bottles back and doTERRA will refund your money. I have yet to have somebody do that. So,
I know that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So now that you're taking the LLV, do you just take your phytoestrogen with that?
Yeah.
Do you take them with food?
Yes. I always take them right after I eat.
Oh, that's great. Okay, great.
That's
yeah.
the best thing. I did not have to take the phytoestrogen and the bone nutrient. I could take that. That did not upset my stomach or anything. I could take that without food. The LLV pack, I definitely need to take that right after food. And if you do it that way, I have no issues. So,
oh, good.
Stomach's always not sensitive, though. I have to take any pills with food.
Right. Yeah, I have to take the LLB with food, but I'm okay with the Max on an empty stomach.
Yes, me too.
First thing. So yeah, so I think for everybody everybody that's listening or that watches this is that just kind of play with your own regimen. There's no right or wrong, and just see what fits your body with it. So tell us about the Clary Column. How do you use that? Do you where do you apply?
Yeah.
How often?
It kind of depends on the day. In the beginning, I did have didn't know if I liked the scent very well at the beginning. But I just kept applying it, and I would apply it really all over the feet, the ankles, a lot just on my stomach, over my ovaries. Did that, I don't know, at least 3 or 4 times a day. And then, you know, in my neck, and it kind of became my perfume. So the more I got used to the scent, liking the scent, I kind of was like almost, I don't want to use the word craving, but I was like, oh my gosh, where's my smell? And so then a lot just around my neck and behind my ears, and that's, you know, on my wrist, and you know,
Yeah.
that really became my perfume. It is my perfume, kind of. So
Yeah.
I don't, that in cheer, well, and now we have adaptive, so I kind of, you know, cheer and adapt is my other perfumes, but.
Oh, I love it. Yes. And then you're not using toxins, you know, toxic perfume that does actually affect our hormones. So I think that's awesome. Yeah. And so I think there's, you know, for people to know that there's no right or wrong, and apply as needed or whenever you think about it, that you can't really overdo it with that.
Right.
Oil.
I think the 2 other ones that have really helped me too is a Slim and Sassy and lemon. So I'll use Slim and Sassy and lemon in my teas. I drink a lot of herbal teas. So I do that pretty consistently. And I really do feel like the Slim and Sassy will help with afternoon cravings, maybe some night cravings, when, you know, when I want, I don't really crave sweets, but I'm, you know, a carb craver. And so those 2 oils have definitely been, you know, fantastic on helping me with that. Again, you know, Slim and Sassy, I didn't like at the very beginning. I just kind of was, this isn't for me. I just kept doing it, and now I just totally love that taste.
Yeah, isn't that something that how I think in the beginning when we really dislike something, we need it so bad, like the body needs it. That's just what I've kind of found with things, and my understanding is that the body actually needs it physically.
Right. And so we just, so we keep at it. So yes, our body's telling us to keep doing this. You know? Yeah.
So that's what I love. I love that you say that, because so many people, oh, I don't like that. And then they'll never give it another chance.
Right.
And then they're like, well, I have this full bottle, but the benefits of it are huge. So when you're taking it, like at night after dinner or something, and you're craving, or while you're at dinner and you want like bread, is that when you have it, or do you just,
not usually during dinner, but I always have a drink on me, either water or teas. And so I'm just now accustomed just to either put lemon or Slim and Sassy in it.
Yeah. So it's not like, so if you're craving something, then do you just kind of make a tea or drink that, or does it just kind of, okay.
Right. Yeah. I should have said better. That's so yes. If I'm feeling something, instead of reaching for, you know, potato chips or chocolate or whatever it is, then yes, I get my teas and put a drop of Slim and Sassy in, maybe with lemon together, grapefruit too, kind of the 3 of those. So
yeah, I love it. Yeah, and the citrus oils are so good for us to consume every day internally. Just it helps flush the toxins, it helps create an alkaline environment. Right. And then disease cannot grow in an alkaline environment. So that's another one that everybody should be doing daily. So any citrus oil, even spearmint has the limonene in it, and that's what the chemical component of them is. So spearmint's actually really good in the water as well, and great for the digestive system, but helping the body out just because of all the stuff that gets put on us, the toxic load.
Right. And the next thing is I've really, you know, I've got the doTERRA hand wash. I've got the laundry detergent now, got On Guard everywhere. And so I'm, you know, just really now trying to, you know, rid the house of, you know, plastic bowls, getting rid of everything that, you know, is toxic, just decluttering the house and going that route. So laundry has been another big one for me that I don't use anything but either doTERRA or baking soda and vinegar and essential oils in my laundry. So I'm getting better about shampoos and things. So I just got to find that right one. I've been through a couple of stuff, and I'll be honest, I haven't tried doTERRA shampoo yet. So that's my next goal.
I'll have to get you a sample of it. Yeah, I would say the hair care is the toughest. I love the root to tip serum, and I love their it's like a glaze, soft glaze hold or something like that. You could use it like a gel, but I'll put it in my hair while it's wet, and then it's like a heat protectant as well. And it'll hold the style really well. So the other tip that I have for shampoo is add some citronella to it, and the detangling and the shine is incredible with that. So if you suffer from tangles, or even just adding some shine, so I recommend the citronella. A couple drops in your conditioner. Yeah. So yeah, who would have thought citronella?
No, I wouldn't have. I've used rosemary in my shampoo before. Put a couple drops of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love it, Dusty. You've come so far on your natural wellness journey.
I have. I've been meaning to do it for a long time, but you just, you know, life gets in the way, and finally something happened that I really want. This is it. I want natural. I don't want doctors and prescriptions any longer.
Right. And the savings that you're probably seeing by using the oils, and because they're pennies per dose versus whatever, you know, whatever prescription is or whatever copays are, and having to drive and all of that stuff. So it's awesome that you can also be rewarded by doTERRA for purchasing those products that make us healthy.
Yes.
So well, awesome. So it sounds like you're off your prescriptions, so your energy's back. You're getting supplementation. I love it. So is there anything else that you would like to share with us or add before we wrap up?
No, I just really, I've been really shocked, I'll be honest, about the products. And again, I've never been one to like pills and stuff, and, you know, want the quick fix, and I've just been so pleased in how I don't have to take a prescription medication right now. I'm not saying that the phytoestrogens and the Myotomax and the Claricalm is fixing me, but it's supporting me enough with some lifestyle changes that I don't have to go that route at this point. And so I'm grateful for that. Very grateful.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And who knows, it may be able to help with the situation for.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Yes.
Yeah.
Very much.
Yes.
So, well, everything has calmed down, and you have fluctuations, you know, during the weeks or whatever, but for the most part, I'm nothing like I was in July. So.
Yeah. So it hasn't even been so we're right at 6 months-ish.
Yeah. And it was really August when I really started taking, maybe even mid-August before I really started taking the doTERRA supplements and oils that was totally, related to hormone imbalance. Yeah.
Yeah. And just not knowing what's going on with your body. And it's so crazy that you're like, it was just like a switch for you. As soon as you had your birthday, it would just switch. So
I turned 50. No.
Yeah. Yeah, but I love what you were saying is like you stuck with things. And so it's not when you were looking for that quick fix and you didn't get it maybe right at first, but you were willing to continue on the path. And I think that's so important to share with people, that don't give up. Like, you have to let things work through the system. Like, to see lifelong vitality results, you're really not going to see, you're going to see some in 30 days. But to see optimal results, you have to commit to yourself that you're going to take it for 60 days minimum. Right. It just takes time, and everybody wants that instant, like to feel better as soon as they take it. Yes. And I don't think that's, starting to look at things and the diseases and things that are coming out, and that doesn't seem to be the right way to do it in my mind. So taking the time to try something naturally and let it work and let the body detox through this process as well. Yeah,
detoxing is huge as well. And it is, some lifestyle changes along with everything that we do with doTERRA. So.
Yes. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I know for being so vulnerable and sharing your experience. I appreciate you so much. I know you're going to help so many people. So keep on doing your thing, and sharing, I think, is so important. So
yeah, I love it. And I love it. And the more I learn, the more I want to like spread the education.
yeah, yes, I love it. So, okay, well, thank you. And we will have a follow-up kind of hormone class coming up in the next few weeks. So we'll keep you posted on that, and we'll educate you some more on exactly what these products are doing. So, all right. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
All right. Thank you, Callie. Thanks, everyone.